I do this shit every day.
On the next All Access, Pacquiao versus Broner. The new year brings old friends.
When he say I'm doing it for the hood, he got us on his back.
Renewed partnerships.
Can you hit me here? I like that.
And the rigors of preparing for a mega fight.
Pacquiao got the name, but I am the fighter.
But back to work. That shit is 10 days away. People want me to go look at ticket sales. We're going to do that later on today. Today is the media workout. Okay, I was going through some shit the last few weeks, but we are back. We're back on the saddle. A lot of videos to put out. So right now it's 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, January the 9th, 2019. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. So 10 days, 11 hours, 31 minutes until the fight. This Friday, the 11th, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The information is right down below in the description box. All Access Episode 2, Pac versus Broner, is going to premiere. Usually, they hold one episode back. I don't know if it will be this one or the epilogue, but you'll be able to watch it live on Showtime, or when it first premieres on Showtime, and then on YouTube when they water it down, take out the curse words and everything, probably the next day, 2 days later, or maybe, you know, they may not release it until a couple of days before the fight. I'm hyped for the fight. I've purchased the fight. It's $74.99, as you can see right here. You can buy it on, this is from the Showtime website, what you're seeing right here. You can also, obviously, buy it on cable, and, you know, I'm pretty much sure over in the UK, you guys are getting it free on ITV Box Office. No, ITV, regular ITV, not Box Office, a part of the new PBC on ITV Al Heyman deal. The card right now, you know, I'm looking forward to Rasheed Warren versus Obali. I got to do some research on him. I've seen him somewhere before, but where? Battle Jack versus Marcus Brown, of course. I have a media call that I missed last week that I have to upload of that. Tapar versus Ruiz, and a few other Manny Pacquiao fighters from MP Promotions that are now likely all under the guidance of, thank you, Al Heyman. Pacquiao last night.
Oh my! I wondered if Mayweather would not.
In a bit of remember when they met before they fought? What was that? There was a Heat game, right? I covered that years ago. And, you know, we're getting a little bit of it. Now, come on, you can't tell me that Floyd is not a little bit jealous and he don't want to come back. Floyd's going to come back, but the landscape is different, you know, with the drug testing, the fact that Pacquiao has a underling belt, you know, but Al Heyman always finds a way. But this was last night at the Clippers. Who was they playing?
Heritage Night. Throwing socks out to the crowd and saying hello to the, oh, me, oh, my. I wondered if Mayweather would be here. They meet again. Maybe at halftime we'll have a little box off.
But, you know, Pacquiao over in L.A. at Freddie Roach's gym, Boo Boy Fernandez, seems to be #1 in command still. By the way, I know we haven't really talked about All Access, but it is #1, you know. HBO 24/7 is defunct. I mean, it's not really, because they're saying that HBO is not out of the business of boxing. They're saying if the right fight comes along and a promoter wants to use the services of HBO, they can use them. But outside of that, they won't have a budget for boxing and won't be pursuing boxing. All Access is picked up where they left off. We know that usually the first episode of All Access, okay, how it works is for the big fights, especially pay-per-views, there's 2 All Accesses on Showtime. Well, 3. Episode 1, Episode 2, and then they release a whole bunch of digital content onto YouTube. So expect that to be coming. And then Episode 3, which is after the fight, the epilogue. For Floyd Mayweather, they used to do 4, right? 1, 2, 3, you know, the one for fight week. and then or before the fight or something like that, and then the epilogue the week later. So top quality content, high quality shit. They should let you know. You know, I never understood. Like sometimes they get a little too weird when it comes to like the fair use stuff, especially when you're trying to like promote their shit. But I really did enjoy episode 1, obviously, because I know what the format is in regards to.
You get my 100 million. I'll do this shit every day.
On the next All Access, Pacquiao versus Broner. The new year brings old friends,
When he say I'm doing it for the hood, he got us on his back.
renewed partnerships,
Can you hear me here? I like that.
and the rigors of preparing for a mega fight.
Pacquiao got the name, but I am the fighter.
So I guess the media workout stuff, which is today, because the episode comes on Friday. No, wait. The episode comes on Friday. The media workout is today. So the episode on Friday, I guarantee, is going to have media workout content. We're going to be covering the media workout here. It's also going to be streaming on the YouTube, Facebook, and it's going to be like a 3-hour stream. It's going to be long. Somebody always shows up late, and then it's always going to be, you know, all those fans out there for Pacquiao outside and everything. But, of course, Pacquiao is the favorite to win. You know, people are sick and tired of Adrien Broner saying, you know, yeah, you know, I'm going to, you know, be focused and, you know, like this, I'm coming for the bag. I mean, if this money ain't motivating him, I don't know what is or what will. Pacquiao being 40 years old, of course, he slowed down a little bit. People refuse to rate him as a top welterweight until he fights somebody of note. And they're not saying that Adrien Broner is of note. But Pacquiao's going to be back in about April or May. You know, it's expected to be an easy night for Pacquiao January the 19th. It's expected to be an easy night. However, can he come back in April or May? I mean, in April, because, you know, Crawford versus Conor is going to be announced. That's going to be on pay-per-view. Can't have 2 pay-per-views over here in a month. And then how does Wilder Fury 2 or whoever Wilder's next opponent factor into the Showtime pay-per-view? Already, you know, we're looking at what? We got Pac Broner on pay-per-view, right? Spence Garcia in March. April, Crawford Khan, which is going to be announced next week for MSG, they're saying. What else? And then you got Wilder Fury that has to be on pay-per-view. Wilder's next opponent, and then Pacquiao's next fight, or Broner, or whatever. Floyd Mayweather is returning. The pay-per-view market over here, you know, especially in 2019, where all these pay-per-view deals are in full force. These pay-per-view deals are in full. I mean, these TV deals, not pay-per-view deals. The Zone, even though it's a streaming service, like the market is competitive as fuck right now. You got ESPN with ESPN Plus and ESPN pay-per-view. You got Showtime, you know, with their, you know, with their bigger budget, and you can tell they're really putting it in like digital marketing and really to put their foot down and make sure that their cards are like exciting. Showtime is high quality shit. They are #1, but Top Rank, they got a powerful ass platform with Disney behind them. The Zone's got all that money, and they're trying to, you know, chew up all the belts, especially they got 160, you know. So that's a big feather in their cap right there. You got BT Sport over in the UK. You know, Frank Warren is trying his best. You know, they're affiliated with Top Rank over here for ESPN Plus. Eddie Hearn, Sky Sports still got shit, you know. PBC on Fox deal. Golden Boys new deal. We don't know where the Superfly tournament, Golovkin and those fighters, you know, are going to land. You know, Kathy Duva fighters. Like this boxing market, and that's why, you know, people were like, T-Street, why you doing other stuff, man? You need to get back to boxing. You know how much motherfucking boxing we got ahead? And, you know, I'm glad that Pacquiao is still sticking around and that he can still physically hang. I don't know if he can hang with the Keith Thurmans on the Errol Spencers, but the fact that he's in that stable and he's talking about fighting them at 40 years old, In today's day and age, in modern medicine and technology, especially if you take care of your body, you know, fighters can fight until they're 45. I say 45. That's, you know, that's it's not like it was years ago, where you were 38 or 30, even 35 was considered old. Pacquiao's got a lot of fights and a lot of wars, but for some reason, looking at it like he's like rejuvenated. But let's see how he looks against Adrien Broner, because Jeff Horn was roughing him up. Even though I didn't feel Pacquiao lost that fight, Jeff Horn had the right game plan. You don't want to sit there and try to box Pacquiao unless you want some Mayweather shit, because that left hand, like Pacquiao's become such a better boxer than the brawler than he was. You know, and the pressure fighter. But when he gets pissed off and he wants to fight, he'll go out there and fight. He'll just start, you know, doing that shit, and you know, like Pacquiao don't be fucking around. So I'm expecting a good fight. What Adrien Broner is going to show up? The one that fought Mikey Garcia? You know, the one that, you know, that likes to move around and shit, not to let his hands go? You know, be on the back foot, allow guys like Paulie Malignaggi to pressure him? No disrespect to Paulie Malignaggi, but he's not a power puncher. Or is he going to come out there and fight like he fought Adrian Granados and Jesse Vargas and try to take it to Pacquiao? I think that's the best chance he has, in my personal opinion. You know? We're going to have to see, though. But pay-per-view is going to die one day. You know why? It's because it's getting too easy to stream fights. Way too easy. And the fact that now it's hitting mobile in a bigger scale. Like, pay-per-view is going to die one day. One day. One day. But I don't see it within the next, like, 3 years. Let's see how it's doing in 3 years. You know, because it's getting easier and easier and easier and easier to stream this shit everywhere. You know, and the kids are knowing it, and, you know, they got these high-powered phones and shit. Anyway, I think you're scum if you stream fights, because a lot of the people who talk shit about what fighters should and should not be making, they're the ones that are streaming the fights, you fucking assholes. But see, the mainstream media can't call you an asshole for not supporting the fighters. I can't. There's no strings on us. It's only $74.99. Y'all gonna watch the fucking fight anyway. Like, I can understand what y'all saying, but like, what the Zone is giving us $9.99. Listen, I love the Zone, but we, you know, for fighters like Pacquiao and Broner to be making multi-million dollars, and for Showtime and Al Heyman to not be bleeding money, this fight has to take place on pay-per-view. Just like, what did you think James DeGale, which is my next video, what did you think James DeGale versus Eubank Jr. was going to be? You thought it was going to be free TV? Over in the UK? This is your thought? You're crazy. You're crazy people. White versus Chisora, you know, you thought, like, damn, that's got to, you know, even though Frank Warren's got his card on that night, you thought that was going to be, you're crazy. Sky Sports Fight Night? The money, the math, it just don't work like that yet. It doesn't work like that yet. There's too much money involved for pay-per-view to die for these fighters. It's too much. Unless some super mega sponsors come from somewhere. It's not going to happen. Not anytime soon. Pay-per-view's not dying. Hey, I'll show you me purchasing it. Let me see. Where's my video at? It's fight. I play. I'm going to be playing some Fight Night Champion with Pacquiao some more later on this week. I got to get about 5 videos out though before I play any more. No, actually, I don't have time because it's fight week. So, and then the media workouts today. So I'm going to have a shitload of content coming out for you guys. Here, I'm about to buy Pac. This is me buying Pac Broner.
How far you can grow. Lumosity, your new game.
Am I? It's $74.99. Let me go full screen. But you can't count me. I always buy the fights. You can't count me. I always buy the fights. Like, it's like work, you know. But yeah, it's $74.99. It is what it is. Don't mean me no, never mind. Also, people are like, well, you know, the undercard, why? You know, they need to put better undercards. I think Marcus Brown Battle Jack is a very good fight. There's title fights on the undercard. We don't know how much Broner is going to be making. People are saying between $5 to $10 million, but it's going to be a lot of money, and I hope he does the right thing with it. Pacquiao, obviously, you know, he has some tax issues, you know, that had to be sorted before he even stepped foot on American soil. Thank you, Al Heyman. This is not. That's not the current. This is not the current. That video was from 2 days ago. But I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I will be reviewing episode 2 this Friday. I believe it's going to be on. It's going to be on before Devin Haney fight, which I'm going to be doing a preview video for as well. Please subscribe. I'll links to our social media right down below in the description box, as well as if you want to see the episodes later on. You know, they still have an issue with unblocking them for guys who are not in the United States. For example, people are like, well, where can I watch the episode? I'm doing my best to try to figure that out for you guys, you know, like legally without doing no illegal shit. So, you know, y'all can be able to watch it. But in the meantime, I did post the episode 1 down below on the website in the description box, FightV360.com, as well as my review, and then my previews and reviews are going to be there, as well as the full episodes. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.